What's up, you guys? So I am just going to talk to you guys about kinds of sterile processing. Okay, so I know. Don't nobody want to hear kinds. Boo. But it's good to get the negativity out the way so we can do a pros. Okay, we can do a pros video next. So number one for cons, okay, is that this is not for every facility, but if you do not like standing up for your whole shift and moving around, twisting and turning, picking up heavy stuff, then this job may not be for you because it's a lot of moving around. It's a lot of standing. Some facilities do let you have seats in the sterilization part, so you can kind of like set up your instruments and wrap and stuff like that, but my facility does not. So if that's something that you're like okay, I need to be able to sit down at least for 30 minutes. I need to be able to sit down for at least like half of my shift. Then when you go on the interview, you need to be asked them, do you guys have seats? And if they do not have seats, you need to be like, okay, well, is this the job for me? Okay. I know some people be like, oh, it's just seats, but girl, sometimes your back be hurting. And that brings me into con number 2. Sometimes your back and shoulders be hurting. That's a con. It can destroy your back. So this is what I'm telling you. If something is too heavy, you ask somebody for help. Okay, you do not pick up those trays and those pans can be so heavy because it has things that's supposed to be able to break bones and break hips and just do all types of stuff. So if that's not something that you're, into picking up heavy stuff, I'll say, okay, well, can you find another way to pick up that heavy stuff? I just don't do it at all. I'm just saying, because sometimes, baby, I'm picking up stuff and I be like, honey, I need help. Somebody help me. You get one side, I get the other side. But sometimes some people don't want to do that either. So you just got to be careful and you got to figure out, okay, is this the job for me? Do I want to pick up stuff? Okay. Con number 3. You cannot have your nails done. Now, some places, they'll let you have your nails done. My place, we cannot have no polish, but I ain't gonna say that. Some people still do like clear polish, but baby, you didn't hear it from me, okay? So if you still want your long nails, wait till after orientation. And sometimes there's so many people that won't even pay attention. Just make sure they're not too long, okay? Okay, so no nails, y'all, no nails. Okay. Number 4, if you are afraid of getting cut in any type of way, and that's something where you're just like, nah, I'm not working anywhere where I can potentially get cut by something that can give me something. If you have that mindset, this job may not be for you, because there is a liability within this job that you can't get cut, and that, there are precautions to help you after the fact, but you need to but if you still want to do this job and you're like, okay, I do have the possibility of getting cut, you need to be making sure that you follow the book protocols and that you are protecting yourself anyways. But some people do not do that. Like, for instance, do not stick your hand in anything. You flip that sucker over, okay? I don't care. I don't care if you're in decatam or wherever. If there's something in there and you cannot get that sucker out, I will literally take the string out, put it in my empty empty sink. I will flip that sucker out and I will spray that sucker down real good, and I will place everything in there one by one, just to make sure, because you never know. Surgical techs can make mistakes, okay? And I'm not saying this to dig at anybody. I point the finger. We make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. It's a human error, okay? It's okay. But you need to make sure that you do the proper thing. So even if someone does make that mistake, you are not at risk and you do not cut yourself. Because if you cut yourself, baby, it's a whole thing. They got to clean and disinfect it. Obviously, you got to go down to the hospital, get some tests ran. You got to take medication to prevent HIV, AIDS, hepatitis. You taking all the different medications, making your stomach hurt, you're lightheaded, you don't feel good. It's a whole thing. So just be careful. Please be careful, okay? Okay. I think we're on 4. So number 5, it is very, very dry where I work in the hospital, period. It's dry, it's cold, okay? So, I like to have my skin on. That's just me, okay? If you're the type of person who gets really, really dry and you cough and, you have to like always drink water and stuff like that, this job may not be for you. It may sound small, but we cannot have beverages or drinks inside of the unit, okay? So it might be a hassle for you to have to keep walking back and forth to get you something to drink. So that's something that I always tell people. You gotta be mindful of that. You can't just have a drink right here as you doing your set. That's contamination. So you gotta walk out the door. You gotta wash your hands every time you come back in. It's a whole process. So if you feel like you're not willing to do that process, you're like, man, that process sounds like it's a little bit too much. This may not be for you. Okay. Number 6, if you are how can I say this? If you cannot move flexibly, like let's say you're doing a set that someone knocks at the door and they're like, oh, I need this now, so now you gotta stop doing this, you gotta do this. Oh, okay, well now you gotta get pulled from this way to this way, now you gotta come back here and be like, what was I doing? If that bothers you, and I'm not saying like bothers you like, damn, all right, I don't forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah, I'm doing this. Okay, let me go back through the syllabus so I can figure out where I left off at. Let me just refresh myself. But if it really upsets you, like if you're the type of person, you're like, I'm doing this, I don't want to be bothered, this job might not be for you, because you get pulled and turned and people calling you on the phone and you just like, what's going on? So if you can't move like that, literally move like wind and get bounced back and forth and still have everything under control, this may not be for you, because sterilization is a busy place. People are always needing something. Stuff is always getting lost. Okay. So it's always a lot going on. So just be careful with that. If that's going to make you flustered and angry and start, if you just can't handle it, it's okay. This just ain't for you. I think I said 6. Now this is 7. If you, look, your name goes on everything. So if you make a lot of mistakes at your job, but your job you don't get in trouble for it, it's kind of like, oh, it's okay. You can fix it. It's fine. With this, look, this job, it does have human errors. I'll be honest with you. But a lot of times when you make a human error on these sets, they are coming for you. And after you do so many, you would get a green sheet, okay? Because your name goes on everything. So they know exactly who did that set. So you need to make sure that you take your time with doing these sets, okay? And that goes into number 8. If you cannot pay attention to detail, I'm going to say it again. If you cannot pay attention to detail, this job ain't for you, because you have to pay attention to detail. Because, like I said prior, your name goes on everything. And on top of that, it could cost the hospital tons of thousands of dollars if there is bioburden in a set and they have to tear the whole room down. That is money that no one pays for. So you need to be careful, okay? Make sure you are paying attention. Don't be out here trying to be too fast. If you're the type of person, you're like, yeah, I like the fast pace. I want to do, and I don't want to have to pay attention to detail. This job ain't for you, because, baby, you need to be fast and efficient, okay? I don't care how slow you are. If you are making sure every set is perfect, you are good, okay? But if you're the type of fast person that you are almost every set that you touch, you are making a mistake, you need to stop and slow down, because your name is going on. They're going to come for you, and you can get fired over that if you do it too many times, okay? Okay. 9. This is number 9, y'all. If you are scared of like getting burnt by chemicals, because we deal with a lot of chemicals, okay? And there is a liability. Some of these chemicals can blind you. Some of these chemicals can give you 3rd-degree burn. Some of these chemicals can chemically burn you. Some of these chemicals can just mess you up completely, okay? We just ain't to... Okay, we deal with we are dealing with a lot of chemicals. So if you're the type of person, you're just like, I don't want to have to deal with stuff burning me, scratching on me. It's like, it just gives you paranoia, and you're like, oh my God, like I can get blind from this, or oh my God, I can get deaf from this, or oh my God, like if this goes here and that. If that's a whole thing for you, and you're just like, I don't want to have to deal with chemicals, then this is not for you, because we deal with a lot of chemicals, okay? And it can get very messy. I think I said number 9. I think it is number 9. 9 or 10, girl. We just gonna keep talking. So, and there's another one. If you want to have patient interaction, this job is not for you, because I do not have patient interaction. A lot of times, sterile processing, we don't have patient interaction. If you have patient interaction, that's kind of weird, because I've never heard of it, but some hospitals may, but for the most part, we never have interaction with patients. So if you're a type of person, you're like, oh, I want to help people and I want to be there to help them, you probably need to be a nurse. And I'm just be honest with you, probably need to be a nurse, because sterile processing, we do not talk to patients. And some people like it, some people don't. And then Number 11, if you do not, okay, let's say you working somewhere and it's been the same for like 10, 15 years. So it's like you got it down pat, you do your job with your eyes closed, and you're just like, boom, boom, bam. This is what I do. This is what I do. This job is ever changing. Rules are ever changing. What's good today is not good tomorrow. Okay? And that was before the vid. So with that being said, if you're the type of person that you like structure, you like every day to be the exact same way, this job ain't for you, because every day is not going to be the same. The process is probably going to be the same, but the way that you deliver it is not going to be the same. My managers, they change. I'm not gonna say they change stuff all the time, but they're always telling us, okay, now we got this new instrument coming. This is how you clean this instrument. We have a new loaner people coming in. This is how we clean their instrument. This is, oh, well, this process isn't working anymore. We're finding that people are losing paperwork, so we're going to try this. We're going to try it this way at this time. It's just so many different things. So if you are not willing to be flexible like the wind or like the water, baby, this ain't for you, because you are going to be feeling like you're getting jerked every day, and it's probably going to depress you. If you want something that's the same in every exact way, like even if you just want the even if it's kind of like you want the process to be the same, but you don't mind doing different things throughout the day, if that makes sense, this ain't for you. You might want to do business or something, okay? Because sterile processing is ever changing and it sucks, but it's okay. I mean, I'm used to it, so whatever. Okay, and then let me think. What else would be like a turn off for somebody? Long shifts. If you're the type of person who wants to work 9 to 5 and be off every single weekend, half the time, sterile processors, we work in a hospital. Unless you work in like a outpatient place, kind of like how I do, or if you work for like a dental place or something, like a oral surgery place, then it will be like a 7 to like 4 or 7 to 8 or whatever. Then every weekend after that will happen. But if you're working in a hospital, that will not happen. Okay, you will probably be working 10-hour shifts or 12-hour shifts. So with that being said, if you are like, okay, I want to work Monday through Friday, I want to be at home with the weekends with my kids, this ain't for you, babe. This ain't for you. This ain't for you. Don't force it. It's not for you, because you are going to hate your schedule for the longest. You are going to hate it, and you're just probably going to end up quitting. That's the honest God truth. I've seen people quit over schedules, honey. So be careful. And I think that's it. I mean, I think I pretty much hit everything. If you guys have any questions down below, then, just let me know. I'll try my best to help you. And then right after this, maybe Saturday, I'm going to drop the cons. And the cons is going to be coming. So everybody have a good, fantastic day. I hope it shine bright on you. It's summertime. Summer fine now. And we will meet back up soon. Peace.